She came, she saw, not that she wants the world and not that they own anything. The whole started from the beginning, and she remained who she is, in supportive and helping hand, hoping for the future and ensuring everything will be greater and blessed in some days. Hello everyone, welcome back to another segment. In today's episode, let's dive into her rosy family. For a woman that have worked so hard for them to obtain to the certain level needs to be appreciated, not with quarrel, but with something good, with something tangible. Yes, this is the case of Rose. When she came in, there wasn't anything in the family. They were so poor, and in fact, she didn't marry into a wealthy family in China. Her own case is so heartbreaking. It takes love and it takes determination for her to carry out the marriage life, and it takes faith. She believes that in every hard work there will be changes. She believes that as time goes on, there will be perfect change and there is success at the end of the tunnel. She did not give up. She did not follow the other way. And she believed and trusted in God to help them in the marriage. 1 year gone by, she had a child. And that child, she had to take the child, to farming. She had to take the child, to do several work on her back. She will carry the child. For many think she doesn't know what she's doing. For many who thought she's just so mad or she don't have hope of future. Yes, let's put it that way, because there's some persons at that period of time, in her passing moments, in her passing time, in a hard time, there are some person who will arise and start laughing at her, that eventually, if she stayed, she will return back to Africa. She will suffer, and in fact, she doesn't love the man. All those kind of saying where be arising from, some close persons. Yes, it could be close persons, it could be far persons, it could be even the neighbors and those close to her, to cause her heartbreak. But she kept the faith. She saw beauty at the end of the tunnel. She just needs to keep her faith strong. And certain time, we fall into a hand or a family where they are not well to do. And you start up with it, and you start up with them, you and your husband, struggle all through. And then at a certain age or at a certain time, you see the family members start spranging in. That is when they will know their brother so well. That is where they will know their sister so well. And that is where they want to even hang on the brother's neck. Every time you be hearing uncle, sister, brother. In fact, from the beginning, you will not be hearing those things. So it is rampant. So it's the ability of husbands or the wife to indicate such people. It's very hard, to get friend when you are at the top. Yes, I said so. To have a genuine friend is when, you are at the grassroots level. That is when you'll be able to indicate who is the true friend, who is the true person, and who is the true soul. And when you indicate that, I tell you, just keep to it and stick to it and stick to that person, and don't forget that person when you are at the top. So Rose and her husband, their case is not far from fetched from that. They've worked so hard, they grew so hard, they worked together, day in, day out, day in, on the sun, on the rain, on the thick weather, on the cold weather. Sometimes even the rainy season, on the rain, you will see them, working and even trying to face things from the farm. It's not that she doesn't have bed to rest, or she doesn't have things to do, or she doesn't have a place, to go and, enjoy her life. She believes in her husband, and her husband believes in her. And they both work together, and they both, have this beauty at the end of the tunnel. We say this rose at the end of the tunnel according to her name. So the blessing showered upon their life. You can see her case is so very touching, so heartbreaking and so touching. She's a woman of integrity. She's a woman who believes that in every damages there is success, there is beauty in it. She's a woman who kept the faith. She kept the faith so strong, and she's the woman that loves giving. I've not seen once for Rose, not to eat, or should I say eat alone. She's often giving out to neighbors. She's often giving out to friends. She's often giving out to people. As to this package, you can see that she gathered her fans. This actually occasion is for her fans. She invited her fans, to have a get together, time together, to share things together, to love, and also to appreciate our fans for supporting them all through the years, for helping them and believing in them, and also watching every click of their, episode. Well, that is a great one over there. For some person, they will not think of appreciating their fans, but she have that mind, that sweet mind, the soul of giving, the simplicity soul, an humble soul to help and also to care for others. That is our mind. That is our great African lady. She never came and says, "Oh, Adibin, for instance, now the husband, let's say for instance the husband is wealthy." They would have said, she has married for money, she has married for this, she has married because the husband is Chinese man and all of that. But no, her own case was so plain. The husband had nothing. The husband family too is 0.0. But when she came in, she wants to bring changes into the family. She brought blessing into the family. She brought changes into the family. And I believe Rose's husband, the brothers, will also respect Rose for her, hard work. I think it's not time now that they want to start doing one kind of, wahala or the other. No, we all the fans, we are actually watching and will not in fact allow any of that nonsense to happen. I call it nonsense here because in several occasions where you see the husband and the wife work so hard, diligently hard, to keep it together, to obtain to some certain level, at a certain stage, one sister will rise up and say, this is my brother. One brother will rise up and say, this is my brother. That kind of issue. Well, we will not allow that to happen. So I think if you have any comments on this particular case, you can drop it at the comment section. If you have any contribution, you can drop it at the comment section. Your saying is also very important. For most times when we look back or when we look back from the beginning, it's so touching, it's so heartbreaking, and that is actually what is happening now. She had to reflect back from the beginning, how it begins, how they began, and all of that, the suffering, the pain, the shame, the reproach, and all, the stagnation and all of that. And see her today. She just wants to say thank you, Abba Father, and also to thank all our fans for supporting and also gracing her. Without the fans, but brace herself, she's so intelligent and smart and humble, and that is one good thing we actually bring to you this particular episode. They could not hope but to calm her down and to assure her that everything is actually going on to be fine, and that they appreciate her and also appreciate her hard work and her support to the growth of the family. Alright, this is you. I'll be wrapping up today's episode. I hope you're enlightened onto this package. Please just stay tuned and stay blessed. And always remember, lovelies. Stay good for now. Bye for now.